All right, we're back, and sorry for the delay. Hi, Ada. Um, yeah, I was. Wait. All right. Yeah. So I was kind of fiddling with um, yeah, with the streaming setup to actually uh, get the achievement alert working again, which turned out was actually that the bot wasn't quite connected to OBS anymore because apparently OBS had turned off its connection thing. But anyway, and so I had a bunch of time, so I thought, hey, now that I've done this, let's watch a little stream. Um, and what, of course, happened is that, yeah, that stream turned out to be so interesting that suddenly it was 4:57, and I was going like, oh wait, I haven't even set up and tested the audio and everything. So I guess this is a good opportunity to fiddle a little with everything and find out how we can make things work. So I think one thing will be to up the gain again, and what else did I want to do? Alright, I wanted to see if my headphone audio is right. That actually is okay. Then let's see if yeah, desktop audio needs to be a little louder. All right. Whew. I think we're good now. Let's have a quick sip to drink. The volume is lower than your other games and the thunderstorm outside. What? But that should not be right. Is it better now after I fiddled with stuff, or is it still lower? Because it should be. Okay, yeah, because the audio devices are switched to full volume, so of course game audio is very low on this menu screen. What the world needs is something like Docker, but for streamers' audio settings. Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice. The problem is that one of the audio settings is a physical dial on the XLR adapter I use for my microphone, so unless I get a different device, that's not something I can just adjust there. But anyway, okay, so let's switch back here. And anything else? I think we're good now for actually playing games. I'm kind of confused today because I did a lot of small things that were all fun, and yeah, now I don't really know how to get into this streaming thing again. How did one do this again? I guess I die a lot on stream, and then everyone will be entertained.
My aunt had a remnant artifact she learned to open and close, but it took her many, many years to achieve it. She was never able to do it reliably. It took a great deal of concentration, and she couldn't explain how she was doing it.
That's actually nice and loud. A little louder than I wanted, so I turned it just a touch down. And I guess now we have to find out what the heck we were doing. Right, we were doing... We're looking for the sanctuary. Okay. Map. Okay, it's somewhere over there. Oh, and there's a clue about the Solarian Ark here and wreckage. I think let's go to the Solarian Ark first. See if we can get there, and then we can do the other one. And maybe we can do the ancient crash site. Well, since we're probably going to go this way, let's do the ancient wreckage first. And then move on from there. I think that sounds like a less roundabout way. It's nice, you beam in here and you already see, ooh, red dots ahead of me. Okay, so I guess...
I don't get it. The planet looks fine.
Yeah, we found out last time that that Havarl is kind of over terraformed apparently, and like the nature is getting more and more aggressive. So that's why we have all these angry. I was almost saying angry birds when I meant angry animals. Though this seems to be the area that has it the worst. Oh. Okay. It's just about, it sounds like something's attacking us, and then I saw like a little blur. And then they were already here, but I didn't see the red dots for these. But yeah, this seems to be the area that is the least affected. The most affected by all this, basically. Oh, and these green dots are these remnant? Chasm of the Builders.
Must be missing something. Guess we'll try again later. That's a long way to fall.
We've done worse. Oh, and that's where we gotta go. Crash site. Okay. That's a pretty ship. I wonder what that is. Is that a remnant ship? Not even sure. What are we looking for? Avela Kajar, curator for the Repository of History on Aya, has asked you to investigate an ancient crashed shuttle on Havarl and recover any artifacts. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. So, we can't really go down there. So, I've seen like little steps over there, but also I kind of remember from the first time I played it that I had to go down somewhere back there. Like one of those especially pleasant, clunky Mass Effect platforming areas. Yeah. Oh, this is actually fairly civil right now. But I guess it'll come. Oh. Animal and remnant fighting. Oh, and there's a landing pod, a save point. That's nice. I wonder who will win, the animal or the robot. It's kind of cool though. That they have that bit of motion in there. Okay. Ah, that's nice. Instead of calling in the Nomad, since that you can't do that on the planet, they have the extract to Tempest directly on this. Oh, and right, we didn't do that for most of them. But like there are messages in each of these landing pods, we should have read those. Contact. Preset viability metrics match. Habitat 3 matches initiative pre-flight profiles within acceptable parameters of variance. Known. Habitat 3, Havarl. Detected. Keir Thomas. AI exogeology. Orbital data on board. Spectrographic profiles working. Geosonic working. Alert. Biosphere abnormalities. Biosphere abnormalities detected. More data needed. Additional forward station coordination required. Ongoing. Multiple deployment coordination. Forward station network established. Initiating geochemical analysis. Known. Planet name Havarl. Origin Angaran. Climate humid subtropical. Rapid plant growth planet-wide. Biosphere manipulation suspected. Scourge radiation fallout negligible. Generated shielding may be present in upper atmosphere. More data needed. Additional forward station coordination required. Ongoing. Data triangulation achieved. Data consolidation ongoing. Forward station network expanded. Data uploaded. User S. Anwar at Tempest. Oh, Suvi. Known. From Suvi Anwar to Dr. Aridana Nexus Research. My exploration was limited to a distance of 10 feet from the Tempest bay doors, but initial findings are that Havarl's plant life, and possibly all life, shows a marked tendency to mutate. Cells mutate and multiply in a way that results in the death of the organism. One might be able to compare it with cancer, I suppose. Oh, that's actually even worse than we thought. In the brief hour or so I was on the ground, I watched a vine emerge from the ground, grow to maturity, and then twist in and around itself, literally choking itself to death. I've sent footage. Attachment. Terribly gruesome. Sorry. AIV. I guess that's Andromeda Initiative video. That's a nice idea. Almost sounds like AVI. Additional forward station coordination required. Ongoing. Okay, so I guess Suvi explored a little in this area. I guess even before we landed. So it sounds like it doesn't have a date on it, but it kind of sounds like they sent the Tempest around to explore a little bit. I'm not sure this is okay, so that's where they were fighting. So how do we get down there without stubbing our toe? I guess this spot works. I think this isn't as deep as over there. Shoot them in the eyes. Go for the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes. Oh, there's another one. Alright. Thanks for the shield boost, Cora. Okay. I think we've switched on... Oh, that might have been the way back. Okay. That's nice. That's nice, but not right for a time capsule. Turian calibration oil and an Asari comlink.
I think we're done.
Having that remnant drone is cool, but it always makes sounds that you think you're being attacked, so it's kind of both a help and a hindrance. Because it kind of makes it harder to tell when you're being attacked and when you're not. Okay, let's just have a quick look. Yeah, that looks... Yep, okay. That's good, so we have stairs now. Oh, and we actually forgot to loot over there. Let's do that. Well, also, since I just saw your Docker message again, I'm hearing from a lot of people who are really rabidly against Docker. And so what the world needs is something like Docker. Kind of feels a little weird to me. Mid to long range drone that's frequently deployed in groups. But it's ours. Okay, so why did we get a bleep bloop? Ah, because of you. Ooh. There's water coming out of these mountains. It doesn't have to be Docker or Kubernetes, just something that packages up an environment to restore it. What about a zip file? Don't get me started on the horrors of zip files. It's they're fine if you're using whatever your platform provides to create and extract them, but each platform has its own fun things that are weird with zip files. Okay, let's try this. Is this... Oh no, this is actually just water. Okay. But I think there's a hole in the wall. Sir? I think you're, well, let's say dam. That dam has holes in it. Is there anything interesting? That sounds good. Let's turn around and leave again. Okay, no, I can't, right? Yep, red dots. Seems to be some smoke over there as well. That's not good. But they're kind of going, hey, we're warning you. Oh. heck? Okay. Sorry. I think there might be your friends over there, yes? Oh. Remains. Huh.
Giving shield assist.
Oh. Okay, so were those new, like, fish enemies or something? Okay. I guess they're really not super friendly. Or maybe they just don't like us. Putzing around here. Really, I got a little distracted. I freely admit that. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, haha. Game designers, thank you. Hiding a container somewhere in the fog. Those are the little things that help keep exploring. You know, you go, well, I wouldn't have found that stuff. Oh, what's this? Okay, it looks like that was a Rokar. Let's read what they have to say. Axul comforted me in my pain and rage. He had been a slave of the cat and barely escaped one of their camps. He understood the horrors our people had faced for decades under the enemy's occupation. Seems to be a common theme that he kind of goes like, oh, I understand you, now go and suicide yourself for me. He reminded me of who our people were before. How we had bent the stars to our wills. The cat had taken our greatest achievements, but they had never changed who we are. Axul told me of his new movement. He called it the Rokar, a name from the distant past, a group of great warriors who defended our civilization. Axul offered a chance to reclaim what the cat had taken from me. Not my loved ones, but the sense of control I'd lost with them. I would never need to feel powerless again. I listened to his voice, saw through his eyes, and believed him. Yeah, that's pretty much standard recruiting 101 for terrorist organizations. I'm kind of hoping that there's nothing super important over here that will distract us for too long. And that we can just go down here and explore a little. Is there anything up there? Nope. Nothing scannable, apparently. I'm a bit sad, you know, don't give us weird objects like that and then, you know, at least let us scan them. You know, give us a tiny bit of lore. And these plants kind of seem like they have circuits in them, don't they? They have like these little glowy stripes. Yeah, they are even pulsing. So that's interesting. I think that's kind of, you know, we saw on other planets that there was like trees and stuff that were kind of almost remnant infused, I guess. That didn't work out. Okay. Get out of the way. I think I might need to... I don't even know if I'm supposed to get up there. Ah, yeah, that worked. But that doesn't. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to get up there. But it looks cool. That's how No Man's Sky works. When you scan any random thing, it generates a lore description like hates being photographed. Note, doesn't sink in water. Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, like you would expect that, you know, putting a little bit of text in here for a scan, you know, wouldn't be too much work. I mean, yes, you need a writer to actually review everything so nobody makes up something that doesn't fit the lore. But I'm kind of thinking, you know, if you create all these objects on a map, that someone has probably thought about what each of the things they're modeling is supposed to be. And so what they could do is just go, okay, here you've made this thing, and please for each of the assets, you know, create a little description, and then you can go over here and we can put that in the game, and then people will see. Wasn't there was some weird glow over there. Ah, back there. Ha! Okay, and another scannable thingy. Adaptive remnant core device. That's a nice little secret, you know. It was kind of like if you walk past, you can kind of see the red glow. And if you pay a little bit of attention, then that's what you get. Just backwash or something from the water. Okay, the water foaming up basically. I'm not sure if I should be happy that there aren't any more enemies here right now, because honestly I don't really want to fight every 5 meters. But on the other hand, it feels a bit unrealistic that we found this area and we just killed these 3 guys and we're done. Okay. I think... Oh. I think we're back at the start now, so that means we can go back to the quest that actually brought us here. Right, yeah, this is... yeah. this is where we turned the stairs back on. Okay. Seriously. Grabbed it and then pulled back. Interesting. Oh, that's not a... That was just... I thought that was another container. I'm getting greedy here. Maybe there's some more loot. Random resources that I'll never use. Well, maybe in crafting. Okay. I kind of, you know, like for a shooter, Mass Effect is nicely explory, but on the other hand, you know, I can't help but dream of a game that will just let you, you know, gives you a little more stuff, you know, little story bits and things like that. And I guess maybe that was what Andromeda was meant to be, you know, but we all know they almost didn't get it done and basically created a completely new game.
Pathfinder, this appears to be Angaran, and very old.
Interesting. Okay. Can we cheese this a bit?
Let's see you deal with this.
Right.
Easy there.
Okay. I think that worked. Appears to be Angaran, very old. Ooh, another cave. Not much in there. Oh, a little bit of platinum at least. That's also something I'm a bit sad about, that like when we hit these harvest nodes, they don't like go away or something. For one thing, it would be nice, you know, if you could just walk past and grab one. And like if you see one, you know you can grab it and you don't have to check, did I already get this? And then you walk back in there when on your way back for nothing. Or on the other hand, think, oh yeah, I probably got all of them. Ancient Angaran starship. Manufactured space transport composed of hybrid metals, plastic compounds, unidentified technology. This ruined spacecraft of Angaran design is several centuries old. There's a container, inorganic lubricant, and ESO inlaid circuitry. Ancient starship cockpit search. It's a little bit sad because it looks like we won't be able to do much with this thing. I guess it's just another container. Ancient Angaran pilot's helmet. High-tech helmet worn by an Angaran astronaut centuries ago. Return the relic to Avela on Aya. Okay. That was surprisingly quick. I hope that she will give us a little bit of explanation or something. Doesn't really look like there's much else we will learn about this. You know, I kind of want more. But I mean, these harvest nodes, if you look at them, they kind of look like they were originally intended to be, you know, like in No Man's Sky or something, actual crafting resources for like a subsystem that is completely its own thing and lets you, you know, like build stuff and go to random planets. And I guess To me, these look like they went, okay, we don't have that system, we're going back to our normal frostbite stuff. We don't want all these removable nodes that need extra calculating time, you know, to like... you know, usually if you have something in the distance, you can just have pre-generated versions of that wall at different levels of detail, so that as you get closer, they add more detail. You can sometimes see things pop in that look like less detailed in the distance, and then suddenly the shape becomes more detailed, and that's how they manage to show you stuff way in the distance. It's just smaller, less detailed models. And it feels like they just went, okay, let's just permanently attach all these harvest nodes to the spots where we want them, and put an interaction point on it, and we just remove the interaction point, because you cannot see interaction points. Or rather, you know, if you're in a certain range of an interaction point, then it will show you a prompt, but that's it. So you can kind of optimize them out. You know that, you know, more than 10 meters in front of the character, none of the interaction points even have to be considered. And that's a bit sad. I'm kind of wondering what the new Mass Effect will be, if they will go more in the direction of what we think Starfield will be. Or if they will even try to do the basically No Man's Sky thing completely again. There's new Mass Effect one. Yeah, they've done like a few tiny teaser trailers. Not much is known yet, although there are some hints that we might get at least a little bit of information about what happened in Andromeda. Like, it seems like, for one thing, one of the teaser pictures that they showed has an Angaran in it. So that says that we're probably not gonna have it set in the original trilogy's time frame. But on the other hand, that can also mean a lot of things. Like, the general idea is, a lot of people seem to be a little unhappy that Andromeda wasn't a sequel to the original trilogy, and that you didn't get to keep your Commander Shepard and things like that. And it seems like at least some people on the involved in development might be were interested in actually, or you know, that they're kind of trying to a little bit what was that? I guess nothing. Oh, there's a nice cool breeze coming in from the window. It's been a bit rainy today, and so it's all been nice and cool. Ah.
Giving it everything I got.
What are you shooting at? Yeah. So basically all we have is like one armor design from like a short trailer clip and a picture showing Liara, who is an Asari from the original trilogy. We heard her, like there were recordings of her in Daddy Ryder's quarters talking about Protheans and ancient civilizations and things. And since Asari can get pretty old, it kind of makes sense that she might still be around even after
Those are the
600
coordinates
years.
we were sent.
In that message about the Solarian Ark?
Let's stay sharp.
Hostiles!
Okay, those are cats. Okay, we got the big guy. Maybe change the weapon.
Build her up! I'll take their fire!
Okay. Oh, okay, finally got him.
This was all a ruse.
Let's look around. They might have left something.
Standing right next to it. Oh, some loot to pick up. Yeah, it'll be interesting what the new Mass Effect will be like. If we will, I'm kind of hoping, like you know, I was fine with where Andromeda was going. They were trying to respectfully stay away from our decisions in the Milky Way. And like some of the trailers kind of let people deduce that maybe they're doing that there will be parts in the Milky Way and parts in Andromeda. Like you saw 2 galaxies in one shot. That's basically all they know. And so so I'm kind of hoping that they're going, okay, yeah, if people insist on the Milky Way, then we'll give you a little bit of Milky Way, but also tie it in with Andromeda, and then we might get, you know, at least a conclusion. Capture gear. Heavy restraints, extremities, 1 net launcher, 2.7 milliliters neurodepressant compound with injector. Analysis. These supplies appear to be used to capture prisoners for live transport. Oh.
From their gear, they were hoping to capture someone.
Probably me. Sorry about that. Though, if you'd broken a sweat, I'd be sorrier.
You sent us the message about the Solarian Ark?
Yes, Major Salin Vaughn, STG, retired, of course.
What's STG?
Special Tasks Group. Back home, we were field agents who gathered intelligence and handled inconveniences.
The Solarian Union's fixers.
If you prefer. As I said, these days I stick with retiree.
Espionage is a job that follows you home, or across galaxies.
Until there's nothing for it but to grow a conscience. Let's be frank, there are too many inconsistencies aboard our Ark. They only make sense if someone betrayed us to the Ket. My best suspect is a biologist, Dr. Adden, but the evidence is thin. I need a Pathfinder to verify what I've found, or I risk arresting an innocent man.
Who's Adden? Why would he betray his Ark?
An ex-military biologist from the early wake-up team on our Ark. He claims to be studying the Ket. As for why, I intend to ask him.
Couldn't Hager help you with this?
Hager's too green to be corrupt, but his team's another story. You're obviously trustworthy. If you were involved, you wouldn't have saved our Ark in the first place.
It's kind of the point. You weren't there, so I can assume that you weren't in on the conspiracy.
All right, I'm in. How do we catch your traitor?
I only have 2 leads left. Dr. Adden's equipment and a cat who might be his handler. I need you and your Sam to analyze them. If we show Dr. Adden's in regular contact with the cat, that would prove he's the one.
What if the evidence doesn't implicate Adden?
If I'm really that rusty, I suppose I'd have to start over from scratch. Remember Dr. Adden's equipment and his cat contact. This has to be watertight. Good luck.
Okay. They didn't even give us an NPC for him. It's just in the cutscene and then he's gone again. Aww. This planet feels a bit like that was the point where they... like, it's good, it's fine, you know, but like compared to how good everything else is, and how, you know, like you have some games where any NPC that's in a cutscene will actually walk away and slowly, you know, head, you know, like you can actually follow them home or whatever if you want to, like in, I think in like Dishonored, that's basically, of course there it makes sense that in Assassin's Creed as well. There's like, you can, at the end of a story when NPCs go away, you can follow them for kilometers. Like some of them then just sit down on a park bench or something. But, you know, at least they put in that work. Dry rations. 2 out of 7 protein-rich cubes, 4 out of 8 dehydrated carbohydrates, 1 out of 10 sucrose-laced powder. These appear to be dry food rations tailored for exalted soldiers. Consumption is not recommended. Whoops. Okay. So I guess that's it here. Let's collect our nickel. Okay. Not much here really, but I think... Okay, this is now also off planet. So now we're going back to the sanctuary. That's good. And then later we can, I guess, look whoever or whatever Druza is. I got to shoot one of them a little bit in the foot or something. Anything interesting here? Of course, they've trained me now to look for loot boxes in all these waterfalls, and they know I'm not. I know they're not gonna do that. Like, yes, you reward exploration, but you don't just hand out loot like candy. Huh. There's one here. See, it's not in the corner again, but it's still somewhere nearby. Oh. I think we found part of a... Okay, so let's see, where does our... So now we're looking more to the right, and we should actually go to the left. But let's look in here then.
The path's been used, but not recently. I see tracks.
Okay, that looks a little overgrown.
Looks like this is our only way in.
It's not on, Ryder.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Got it.
Okay, that looks good. Oh, it's actually opened. Fancy. That looks cool. Can you, like, just looking at this, I'm kind of wondering, like, how much of this, you know, was planned like this, and how much had to be compromised on. Is that where we came from? This is where we came from, right? Yep. Chasm of the Builders, okay. Yeah. So I guess we went around once. I got turned around a little bit. I think I thought this area would be larger. I thought it would be bigger.
Oh my, how lewd!
Oh, I guess we have to get up there. Okay. Let's look. Okay. Not sure if I can... how I get up there. Hi, Herfuxik. How's it going? Audio good? Frame rate smooth as a criminal uli. Magnificent. Okay. As a criminal. Uli? Magnificent. Okay, thank you. Okay. That actually works. This is a bit of a awkward puzzle because it's so close quarters. But I think they have generous Mario time for when you don't quite hit it up there. Okay, we've got it. And I think this is the deadly electric water again. Let's do a save here just because I don't want to platform again. How's it going? Ooh, you got the CC working? Oh, the closed captions. Yeah. I hope they're halfway decent. It's just computer captions.
Let's give this a try.
Okay, that's a horizontal one. To get across. Oh, that's cool. Can I go a little bit? Ah, pretty. I wonder what they would produce from your weird mumbling. Yeah, it took a little while. There is built-in closed captions in OBS, and that uses, I think, like the Windows system service. And I'm actually using a plugin because I found that the plugin understands me better, or my accent better, than the built-in one. So just in case you want to add that, then that's a suggestion from me. Try finding one that is what I want to say. Yeah, then so if you find that one that the built-in closed captions don't understand you well enough, then it might be worth it examining plugins that do the same thing, or if you can switch to a different kind of speech recognition, because there are big differences. Some are better at like American or UK or Australian accents, and others are, you know, have been trained also with non-native speakers and things like that. You don't necessarily see that on the box, but at least if you try them, sometimes you just find they work better for you. I mean, this is far from perfect, but I think it's pretty good and definitely a step forward or a step up from my pronunciation. Sorry for distracting you with my... You have no idea how distracted I've been since I started this stream. It's like I walked like, okay, we have to do this quest. Oh, there's a turn on the right. Let's go all the way there and look at stuff there. So, but I mean, I've got the first step of 3 quests done now, so that's nice. Whee! Elevator. Well, at least you can call this an elevator, because even though it goes horizontally, you know, we got elevated off the ground and moved across and lowered down again, so that's definitely an elevator. You can relate with that. Okay. Oh, that reminds me, because for those of you who don't know, Fuchsik is actually also a streamer. Pretty fun too, I would say. Fun alerts. So if you want to drop by, you can. And yeah, you were playing Crime Scene Cleaner recently. That's such a cute game. Like, it's I mean, cute might be like the wrong word, but like Crime Scene Cleaner is this game that basically it's Breaking Bad, but with a cleaning person instead of a teacher. So you're not like an official crime scene cleaner, you're cleaning crime scenes for the mob, so destroying evidence, and it's really interesting how it is made.
No one's afraid of heights, are they?
That's a good question. I mean, it depends. Do I have to look down? Can I just climb up? You wonder where this will take you, but you did the first mob job yesterday. It's it gets a bit dark in places. Wow, why is there so much lightning here? Oh, wow. Well, that doesn't look healthy. But those are like remnant spires, I think, so I guess something got damaged or so. Interesting. This is such a, like, the designers did great work. Like, I think, like, in a, if you did that game today, I would expect it to use, like, a little more mood lighting, you know, like, not fog, like, to hide stuff, but a little bit more in that direction. Okay, that looks like our previous vaults. The start, so that's good. Like ambient occlusion. But the game holds up fairly well looks wise. Yeah, it's okay. And I mean, I think last time I switched down a few settings because it probably in the heat wasn't quite so good, so it looked slightly better. Also, it looks, of course, you know, it gets smoothed out just a tiny bit by stream compression, so games always look slightly better on stream. Where stuff gets naturally less visible the farther away, darker it is. Well, they have that kind of, like the distance fog, basically, yeah. I just meant more, you know, like this is like a weird thing that we're exploring, and it's almost like Star Trek bright. So I think this is too well lit for something with weird lightning and things going wrong. So it would be nice if it was like a little spookier. Whoops. Okay, that was interesting. Like, that our companions teleport up here, yeah, that's a bit weird. But like that our bot basically tried to teleport and then got nuked somehow is a little bit weird here. Like, that's not like a plot point, you know. It's, I think that was more like a glitch in the game engine. I made the mistake of hooking up my Steam Deck to my PC screens yesterday in order to play some Baldur's Gate 3. The settings look fine in handheld mode, but on a QHD screen not so much. Yeah, I can guess. That, yeah. It's a great machine for, you know, to carry it, but yeah. It's, you want it to be small. But, I mean, it's a good machine, you know, to, like, if you're traveling or something. Because, you know, you can hook it up to the hotel TV or something and play from the bed or whatever. So I totally... okay. Okay, you know, you can say what you want about, like, this map, you know, making you run around, not letting you drive the car, having all these enemies attacking you. But actually, it's probably still the prettiest. Like, all the plants look cool, and this view letting you out here and actually having the let's call them birds in the sky. That's cool. Okay. So let's walk over there. Okay, just grab our loot. I'm not sure if we're supposed to go down there. I guess we're supposed to go up, aren't we? And maybe... Wait, let's just check. Are we... Did I turn wrong somewhere? No, right, I can't get out there. And that says it's above us. Okay. So yeah, that's fine then. Okay, I guess let's go down here. Whoop, okay. I think this will let us get back up there, so no worries. Oh, I remember this bit. Huh. It's looking around. That's cute. Okay. All right. Thank you, little buddy. Oh. That looks suspiciously Angaran. I've had like one basically at the end of the game. Well, let's just say I've had a spoiler in my head that might relate to previous conversations.
Above! Whoa!
Ah, okay. So we just opened up a platform, I guess. I guess we have to get here first. Oh. Okay, and that's it. That's just a tongue. And I guess we can get on that. Now we're up here. And we can spit the statue on the head if you want. Would be bad if that one came alive now. Okay. Okay. Ah, there's a bridge. And that was our turret. Making its weird destroy sound. Ooh, yeah. Talking about afraid of heights. That does give me a bit of a weird feeling in my stomach. Okay, so it's disconnected the one up there to give us one down here. And so I guess we now have to get up there. Oh! And apparently there are friends here. Oh, surprise, one was behind us.
Nice headshot.
Rude headshot. It doesn't even have a head. Or, well, maybe it's all head, I guess. That weird feeling means you should play it in VR. Oh my god. Yeah. Height stuff in VR. That doesn't look like something or sound like something I would want to do. Okay. Oh wait, Fuchsik was saying some interesting things here. You made the mistake. Oh yeah, Stream Deck. But seeing how I will have to do actual commuting to get to work from now on, I'm glad I did the irresponsible purchase. Yeah, that kind of sounds cool. As long as you can find enough games that will work on the road. I had a gaming laptop that I wanted to use. Well, originally I got it for, you know, like longer travel, like going to conferences and things like that. But I also went like, hey, this might be good for my commute. And the problem was that most games like wanted me to have internet. And so it was kind of complicated to get it working, like sitting in the bus and then like taking up my cell phone, sharing Wi-Fi and things like that. Of course my commute wasn't super long either, but it was basically by the time I had the PC and the cell phone connected, you know, I had maybe 15 minutes of gameplay left or something. But you know, that's a good problem to have. Spiral works fine and it's great for a short train ride. And it doesn't drain my battery too badly. Yeah, I guess for the Steam Deck also has the advantage that it's not as awkward. Like mine was a, I think, 15-inch laptop. And, you know, that's a bit clunky. The original idea was just, you know, I want a screen and a computer with a graphics card and a keyboard and a trackpad that I can take on trips with me so that in the hotel I can play a game. So the idea was always, oh yeah, I would be plugged in and, yeah, so, you know, I didn't aim for portability too much. Okay, so now we've switched it back on. Now up here. This is actually, you know, given like in Mass Effect your character kind of moves like a wet sack of potatoes, you know. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. And the Andromeda is one of the better ones where at least you can jump reasonably. But like BioWare platforming has never really been that amazing. Like if you know, it's not bad as like one little aspect of a game to have to navigate through it. I guess we just look at that. Oh yeah, that's a pretty nice view. Cool. I forgot what I was talking about, so if anyone remembers, then feel free to remind me. Otherwise, I can just stare here and enjoy the view. I wanted to buy one way back when I joined my former employer's Works Council, as that had me travel a lot, almost weekly. Then I started writing on my bachelor's thesis and opted for an affordable laptop. Will never do that again, which plays almost nothing modern, of course. In the end, I should have gotten a Steam Deck back then, because I could have used this Linux desktop mode to write the thesis anyway. Oh, yeah. BioWare platformers. Yeah, they're not, you know, super fast and things, but I mean, this is kind of nice. It's not too complicated, it's not too finicky. Like in the previous, on the previous plans, we sometimes just had these poles to climb on, and that was always kind of, you know, precision jumping, and given how sluggish your character moves, and that when you hit stop, they will sometimes take an extra step and things like that, or just, you know, kind of stop and then trundle down anyway. We've had that a couple of times today already, where I was trying to land on like the higher of the 3 poles, and it didn't, and always fell down on the other side again. You know, like if you jump and then you see like it's always, if you push forward, you know, like to actually move, and then, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just how I'm using the keyboard. Yeah, so this is actually a pretty good platforming sequence for BioWare standards. You know, they've never been great, but they've also, I think they've had some that were kind of annoying and awkward. They haven't really done any that I would call bad, at least not that I remember right now. But this one was actually good. Like, there's a bit of, you know, how do you look around, but there's a very good guidance. Like, you have to look for a moment, and then you move a little, and then you see, oh yeah, this is actually a ledge that I can walk on. Anything scannable here? No. And by the way, also the downstairs area where you kind of have to scan, that was nice because, as you may have noticed, I kind of went in and thought, hey, I need to scan something. Or I should scan a little bit here.
You bypassed that security. How is that possible? An alien?
Yeah, so, yeah, I like this platforming sequence. Why do we have black spots on our face all of a sudden? You bypassed our security. How is that possible? An alien? I think I didn't say it's easy last time.
What, like it's hard?
Even we have trouble understanding remnant tech. Only a handful here can operate our own gates. It doesn't matter. You must leave. We do not entertain guests here.
Havarl's in decline. If you tell me about the lost monolith, I can help fix it. Reset the vault.
It's lost. The memories of its location haven't been reclaimed. On Mithrava, we have accepted Havarl's eventual ruin.
She's a Sith Lord. Yeah, maybe we did too many dark side decisions in this game, and so now we're getting Sith veins and things.
That's a strange choice of words. What do you mean by reclaiming memories?
One may occasionally remember a past life, if the conditions are right.
What do you mean?
Reincarnation. The soul that's returned time and again. An unbroken thread. There was one, long ago, who had knowledge of the third monolith. Zorai, a champion of the Angara from before the Scourge. Zorai's soul has returned and could be made to remember what it knew. But we have no contact with it.
Okay, let me get this straight. Someone could remember the monolith from a past life?
Souls retain within families. An object, heirloom tied closely to that bloodline could cause memories to resurface.
But it's not guaranteed.
It has been known to happen on rare occasions in the past, with other souls. The only known heirloom of Zorai's family rests in an area with active remnant. No one has survived the journey. But perhaps you. Zorai's soul was reborn in Tavos, who is now a Roka. He recently returned to Havarl on a mission.
I'll look into this. What have we got to lose anyway?
I will send you the relevant coordinates. We considered Havarl a lost cause. But perhaps now, there is hope.
All right. That was just poop. Surprise quest giver. Easily convinced. I remember like this spot up here. And like these, what do you call them, cultists? Oh, let's defile their temple by
Activating automated forward station deployment.
landing a forward station here. Imagine just, you know, going somewhere and painting like a parking spot or something on the ground and go like, oh yeah, I need to be able to come back here. History is breath. It moves through us, gives us life. Like breath, it cannot be caught in a glass. Selav decided that once in every 50 cycles of our sun, we would reach out to the archivists in Aya to renew our knowledge of our people. Thus we remember. Every 50 cycles of our sun. I guess they mean cycles of the planet around the sun, so every 50 years. That seems like a rare update.
Good. I wanted to talk with you. How are you able to use the remnant?
Just lucky, I guess?
All right. Don't reveal any secrets. Angara, who live close to remnant technology, sometimes learn how to use specific tech. It requires intense concentration, and even if we can make it work, we've never understood how it works.
So some of you can use remnant tech, but you don't know how it works?
Not all remnant tech, no. Like I said, specific pieces. Take Mithrava, for example. Some of us can operate the security that protects the sanctuary. The knowledge was passed down through generations. In my case, it took a year to learn how to open a simple door. The difference between knowing you can eat a tree's fruit and understanding why that tree bears fruit.
I should be going.
Suit yourself.
Okay. So I wonder how that works. Like if the technology is like note. Important alert. This notification terminal has been experiencing occasional issues, namely sudden memory dumps. Jarway is due to look into it shortly. In the meantime, try not to tax the system too much. As you all know, Sage Jaskar made a pilgrimage to the Aya a year ago to request copies of the repository's most recent archaeological theories and findings. He and his assistants have been cloistered since then and have only just completed their analysis of the material. They have collated the records that are consistent with Mithrava's canon and have incorporated them into our histories. The rest have, of course, been relegated to the archives where they are available for study. So that's actually a good thing that they don't say, yeah, you know, you're not allowed to examine any other history, you know, it's heresy or something, but rather that they say, well, this is our official stuff, and you can look at the other stuff if you want to. Sage Jaskar will be presenting the information he's compiled at the end of the week. You may want to familiarize yourself with the tales of the Sundering before coming to the forum. The meeting will be held in the lower archives. Genealogy update. Our contacts on Aya and Vold have sent us more information about the extended families and descendants of several of our revered historical figures, including Ishaf, Bashal, and Zorai. I am looking for volunteers to analyze the data to ascertain the possibility of soul transfer. Please let me know as soon as you can. Okay. So I guess that's not necessarily official.
Esmus lets you wander around with no supervision? You're interrupting our lesson.
Could use more interruptions.
Relax, give the kid a break. Looks like he needs it.
Did the shrieking winds give us a break when we first sailed across the uncharted skies? No. As I was saying, the propulsion system that took Bashal to the skies was inspired by 4 remnant pieces. And that's just one. Much of our progress was prompted by the discovery of remnant artifacts.
Where are these artifacts you're talking about?
The few that still exist reside in Aya's repository. However, many have been lost. Though there are rumors that as wilds grow wilder, things long buried may be unearthed.
I like that. You know that also... So, like, of course this is just a fetch quest. We know now that there are some devices that may be unearthed somewhere. But it's actually a good excuse for, you know, to make Ryder less impossible. Because often it's like, oh yeah, the player character, you know, just happens to pull off what nobody else could. But here they have good explanations. Like first, Ryder has Sam, has an AI, and somehow a lot of this stuff is remnant to our AIs, so kind of that's one way to interact with it. And then second is just being in the right place at the right time, you know? Saying that, okay, right now, since, you know, these artifacts are popping up, areas that were inaccessible are suddenly accessible and things like that. And that's why we can, you know, solve their problems for them, maybe. That we just happened to arrive at a time where these areas were more easily accessible and we had an extra tool. Hello? I don't know why so many games have this, that if you get too close to a character, the interaction point will disappear again. I don't know why, like in Horizon, that annoyed me so much.
Data modules contain our histories. They're not for you.
Okay, you don't want me to look in this device. Okay. loud birds. I like this idea that they even kind of make sounds that aren't really bird-like, but are close enough. That you kind of get the feeling you are here and there are some exotic birds singing around you. And then you look up and it's these weird ray-like animals. And it's kind of, well, that's what goes for birds here, but, you know, it's the same idea, it gives you the same associations in some way. First the inscription, then the memory trigger. Moran, our shelter. The rest of our people have always mocked and despised us. When Jeffro decided we would live apart from them, we needed to be safe. Moran was able to use what she knew of Remnant to find us a home here on the construct we called Mithrava, Sanctuary. Pancake Camels. Maybe. Unknown igneous hardstone, 10% iron, age approximately 300 years. So that was when we were about halfway here. Faint tool marks on the surface of this sculpture indicate that it was carved, not molded.
Sam, another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
How do you know she's still alive?
I just know.
I kind of like that they seem to kind of stop talking once we arrive. It's working. Like in some games they have that, but they say, oh, who's that? Let's not talk, you know, like they make it too explicit. But here they just say that one line when you arrive and you kind of have the feeling you came in at the end of a conversation that they then stopped.
As death nears, it's harder to face the possibility that I might never see Amara again.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's happened?
Ahmad is ill. He hasn't got much time left. Ahmad, perhaps this stranger can help. If they've been to Palev, maybe they've seen something.
I don't remember. What would I have said?
I came from Palev, actually. The little research station.
Research station. It used to be a large settlement. A dar. Amara moved there when she left Mithrava.
Palev was overtaken by the jungle, remember? A few cycles ago. Everyone left.
Oh, yes. I remember now. But that means Amara's gone.
There might still be a way to track her down.
All Dara keep records, don't they? If there was an organized evacuation, they would have documented the process.
And the records would state where she went. Pala, that's genius.
Where would they keep those records?
Likely some kind of administrative building. If it still stands, and the machines still work, it's a slim hope. I don't want to impose, stranger, but I would welcome any news of my sister.
Oh, did I just... I thought like we were in Palav, but now it says Old Palav. That's a bit weird. Okay, I hope I didn't just lie or something. Integrated tech node. Okay, that's just a generic scannable item then.
The first sage shouldn't have been speaking to it at all.
Whoa, I'm an alien. I'm a little alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Did we already read that one? Yeah. Did we read all of them, or did I miss one? Let's make a short one. Wait, this one we might not have read. After the Scourge destroyed our civilization, chaos and fear ruled, and we lost sight of our true selves. Jeffro took us away from that influence, so that we could remember the past with clarity. Clear hearts know who we were once, and clear eyes see who we are now. Be strong and clear! That greeting really goes through everything here, doesn't it? Okay, we've read this one. I think we read this one. Yeah, okay. But we already once around. Okay. That surprised me a bit. Oh, wait. No, these don't have inscriptions. It's also a bit of a pity that it's basically everywhere the same statue. You know, you could, like, explain it away, but on the other hand, this feels like it should have been, individual statues illustrating what has happened. Especially since they're all missing one arm. That must be like just, placeholder artwork, basically. Or, well, not placeholder, but like, they had this one design, they didn't have enough time to do others, so they just put that one everywhere. Well, I guess placeholder in some way, that they went and said, hey, we'll just put those there, and if we have time we can replace them, but at least there's something on those pedestals. Okay, I guess we're going... There's a memory trigger somewhere. Did I miss that? Huh. Okay, what is this? I don't know what that is. And here... to the remnant abyss. That's where we're supposed to go. Okay, so I guess let's fast travel and worry about the other spot when we come back, I guess. Alright, now somehow... their internal lightning as a weapon. I never noticed that before. Oh, and there are more Rokar fighting a dino. Oops.
Great shot.
Huh. And there were some of them going against each other. That's interesting. I just set up the Twitch alert box as compared to stream elements which I used before. Let's see if that works out. Oh, good luck. Yeah. I haven't actually tried if I can use that. I should probably look into that. I think I shot it in the butt. You never know if she's just doing her usual... Okay, I guess they're all dead.
Giving shield assist.
No, there's one left. Okay, gotcha. I don't even know where we gotta go. I think we're supposed to go over there somewhere. Yeah, I haven't even really looked into the new Twitch alert stuff. As new, it's been around for what? Probably a year by now. But I've just been going like, well, I have these old alerts and I don't have all the sound files. I can't find all the sound files anymore. So it would be kind of useful. It would be kind of difficult to switch stuff over without doing completely new alerts and stuff. Thanks for the shields. Ah. Right. You're so loud. But, you know, you shoot well. Okay. Whoop. Oh, almost. Oh, I guess it's underneath us somewhere. That's not good. Another container. Alright. Scale fibers. Remains. More scale fibers. Okay, yeah. It seems to be more underneath this thing. Or is it on the other side? Yeah, I think this is more on the other side of that wall. We'll have to figure out how to get there, but we'll do that right after a short little break. So, see you in about 5 minutes for more of this game and for us trying to find a way up there. Beep. Very hectic flash signal light this time that they have on their dump truck. That's interesting. Usually it's, you know, slower blinking on and off, and now it's kind of like bloop, 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 bloop. So much from the dump truck story outside Uli's door. Seems I can just throw any block. Oh no, what did it do? Like a split second. Like it just opened up and I couldn't even, like, is it faster? Did anyone see? Okay. At least I didn't run into them. And there's a bunch of medicinal plants here. That's nice.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Nice view of these icy cold ranges and the northern lights. Yeah, yeah. 50 ways to dispose of a corpse. 50 ways to dispose of a corpse. Just slip out the back, Jack. Drop it in the lake, Jake. Set it on fire, Lila. Just listen to me, or whatever it continues. Just set yourself free. There is this rope thingy. Maybe we can slide down there and drop. I mean, technically it's probably possible in game. The question is, can I pull it off? Oh, the music is nice. Yeah. Ooh, that worked. There's a chest to loot. Even some food to heal me from the fall damage. That's nice. Now we just have to figure out how to get down here again. I see a little problem with my plan.
Just a formality.
Of course.
Oh, what's this? I knew you were up to something. Ruining my career with the toy mafia wasn't enough. Now you want to cost me this job too?
It must have fallen into my pocket while I was looking at your beautiful ceiling architecture.
What mafia? Don't try that again, or I'll have to get ugly.
I guess a lot of people have done it already.
Yes, but I always... Hey!
A roly-poly Aloy jumped up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the Aloy out. Okay.
Reading a temperature decrease.
Thanks, Sam.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Thanks, Sam.
We need to figure out how to get behind this wall. Scan might help.
You're the true champion.
Yay! We have a hill!